Okay, boys, this video is going to help you out a shit ton if you are looking for the best loadouts, whether you're an IGL, fragger, support. I got you covered, man. These loadouts are going to be through the roof. These will help you out so much, man. I don't know what else to say, but let's get straight into the video. But first, I just want to let you know that I am a Fortnite coach. My goal is to help you drastically improve as a player. So if this video does help you out, make sure to subscribe so that way you can get more and more information. But also on top of that, man, like the video, comment down below that you subscribed, all that good stuff, man. I reply to every comment as soon as I possibly can. So let's go straight into part one, where we're going to be talking about the best loadout for the IGL. And please make sure you do watch the whole way through, man, and share with your teammates. That's the first thing I gotta stress, man. It's not for me to get more views and shit like that. People who are here know I don't really care that much about it. I just like the support and all that good stuff. But it's important that your whole team knows what they're doing. If not, this video is pointless. So share them with it, man. And look, I want to talk about it when I go on to the next bit because I don't want you boys waiting. So I'm going to talk about something very important before I even get to the next bit. But I'm going to, do some shit. Watch. Okay, welcome to part one. And this is going to be the best loadout for an IGL. Part two will be the best loadout for a fragger. And part three will be support. Timestamps are down below if you want to skip. But please, man, I would appreciate it if you watch the whole thing. And like I said, share it on with your teammates. And me being a coach and an IGL, when I have a team and my teammates aren't doing what I'm telling them to do, it gets very frustrating. So that's why I'm saying share with your teammates and stuff like that to get them to understand. Because if you tell them to use attack over a pump, they won't understand. No matter what you say, they might prefer the pump. Okay, but when they hear it from my mouth, someone who is a Fortnite coach, I guess, I don't like using that term too much, man, but I have been, so I guess I am one. If they hear it from me, someone who has a bit of a voice in the conversation, man, because I know what I'm talking about, they will, maybe swap to attack instead of a pump because of my input. So it will help your team overall, man. So that's the only reason I want you to share them. And let's go straight into it, man. I want to bring some value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the amount of slots you have. And what I want to say is just bullet point straight through them and just drive through them, okay? Number 1 is going to be a blue makeshift or a blue AOR, okay? Because with a blue AOR, it's decent. It's easier to get than a scar. If you can get a scar, man, obviously use the scar. But a makeshift allows you to side grade to the scar, so that's the only makeshift or primal I will probably use in this whole kind of video, man, because the makeshift, you can get scar free, handy. But number 2, tac shotgun. This is for your IGL now. Tac shotgun. That's important for an IGL because now you don't have to carry an SMG because the tac hits. And as an IGL, you're kind of commanding the team from behind. You're making sure that they're doing what you want them to do. And if they're in your sight, let's just say your fragger and your support, if they're in your eyesight, you can control what's happening in the situation. And then as your third weapon, you're going to carry a stink bow or a flame bow. Only one. Because whatever you carry, your support is going to carry the opposite. So make sure that you have that sorted out between you and your support role. And then number 4 and 5 is mini shields and meat. Meat is probably, if you can get fish, like I said, floppers, slurpfish are okay as well. But meat is very consistent because you run out of it, merc a pig. Grab some, run out of it, merc a chicken. It just runs like that, man. And it's so easy to keep picking it up as you go. It's so fast to pop. That's why I'm recommending it. But as an IGL, you're not under any stress. If you can get some fish, if your drop spot gives you fish, roll with it, man. Especially if you want to swap out mini shields and put other stuff in. I'm just telling you that that's a great baseline of what to do. But make sure you follow 1, 2, and 3, which is those weapons. They're very important. But look, let's move on to part 2 right now. Okay, so we're in part 2. We're going to be talking about the best loadout for a fragger. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the slot you have. You're going to be running the same kind of AOR system, which is a blue makeshift, blue AOR, or a scar. That whole combination is good. It works. And then you want to be running a purple or gold pump. The reason why I want a fragger to run a purple or gold pump is because he should be the most mechanically cracked. So that means he should be having the capabilities of boxing people up, piece controlling them, and being able to pull off some quick peeks. So there's no real point in pulling off a quick jump shot peek with a tac and hitting him for 48. You get me? That's where the tac, falls off a bit. So tac runs, if you can hit 2 shots, the pump hits 1, and if he misses his pump, the tac hits 3 and it's game over. That's the way the tac works. But for a fragger, you want him to be able to just slap people, man. Like that feeling? Actually, reword that. I feel like the tac slaps people, but when that purple pump or gold pump hits, it hits and you are out. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why we want your fragger to be running a purple or gold pump. Okay, trust me on that. It's very, very important that they do because the next weapon I'm going to run is a P90. So that's why we're going with a bit of a slower approach because it kind of doesn't make sense to run a tac and then a P90. Okay, doesn't make sense. But if they run a pump and a P90, it's such a slow fire rate. Go beast mode with the P90. The reason I want them to run the P90 over the primal SMG is simply because of fire rate, and the P90 can absolutely bully builds way better than the primal can. So that's why they're running the P90 comboed with a purple or gold pump, and then they want them to eat some meat and mini shields. It's actually very important that your fragger does run meat. If you have leftover flops, do use them, but make sure they run meat because they're so fast to pop, that like even faster than flops to pop, so that it's definitely worth them having it because of sticky situations and shit like that. That's really the only reason I want your fragger using 2 heals. I know that's a bit unusual. You'll see why when I go into the support right now, man. This is going to be dope. Okay, boys, this is the part of the video where I ask you to subscribe, man. And it's not so I get my numbers up, it's so I can help as many people as possible, man. This is how we grow. This is how information spreads. So please hit that sub button, man. And like I kept saying, man, please share it with your teammates. I don't want to be begging. I know I've said it a lot, so I won't say it for the rest of this video. But I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you. That's why I want you to sub, so you can see more videos in the future. Not so I get paid, or so I get more clicks or more views, so I can help. That's all it's all about, man. It's all about community impact. Trying to grow, man. Trying to increase the skill level of Fortnite, man. That's what I'm trying to do out here. So we're going to roll into part 3, man. And let's keep it going, man. Part 3 is the last part. Let's send it out with a bang. Okay, so you made it to the last and final part of the video, which is part 3, and we're going to be talking about the best loadout for support. This is actually my 3rd time trying to record this, man. I keep scuffing it up, but we're gonna make a bit of progress right now. Obviously, in your number 1 slot, you want to be using your blue makeshift, blue AOR, or Scar. Pretty generic, the same as everything else because they're the most overpowered AORs. You're going to be running your tac shotgun along with a primal SMG. There's a reason behind that, and that's because your support player needs to be able to fill the IGL role, but if your fragger dies, he needs to be able to fill the fragger role. That's the whole point of support, is to be able to support whoever's left on the team, to support anyone in a situation. And I think the best odds is giving him a tac shotgun, because that tac shotgun does 75 damage to a wall. Okay, 75 damage to a wall, which means if it's a wood wall, 2 shots, the full wood wall is broken. You can claim it real easy. On top of that, if someone needs to be sprayed, you've got a primal SMG. If you need to hop in a box, you've got a tac or a primal SMG. It's just a good balance of everything. And on top of that, for number 4, he's going to be running a flame or stink bow. Now, this is where I need to tie things up. For the IGL, I said make sure he runs a flame or a stink bow, but only one should run one. I'm going to explain it right now. If your IGL is running a flame bow, you run a stink bow. If you're running a stink bow, your IGL runs a flame bow. You get me what I'm saying here? Because now you have a versatile kind of bow, whereas if one has a flame and one has a stink. Obviously, if you can't get a stink because they are hard to get, or your landing spot is not near a river, just run 2 flame bows, man. Potato, but the ultimate loadout is a flame bow and a stink bow because of the versatility you have. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to use it. A stink bow in endgame can pop off because if people are made out of brick or metal, that stink bow can get right in, do a lot of ticks, and piss a lot of people off, which griefs their materials because every time you hit them, they have to build another full box, Out of metal, that's what you want to be doing, especially on height, man. Pull that out, start sending a few up into height, and before you know it, man, people will start, dropping from height because you're burning them. And if height is down on wood, you have the flame bow. But the real reason you want to be carrying the flame bow is very simple. You have Peter, you've got Jerry, you've got Tommy. They're all having a session on the side of the map, and they're cranking up to max height out of wood, fighting against phase sway, and, you got a flame bow. They're building out wood. They're about 20 high. You can tell the rest of the story. You burn them down, man. That's what happens. That's why you want the flame bow and a stink bow, because you've got options then. And then obviously for number 5, well, it's not really obviously, I don't know why I said that, but you've got a heal of choice. That's very important, man. You want to let him have a heal of choice. I would suggest something on the white heals, because you don't really need any more shield heals. Maybe big shields might be a good shout, man. To be honest, 3 big shields, because put it like this. You're carrying 12 minis already between a trio, because one's carrying 6, the other's carrying 6. So you don't really need any more minis. You don't need any more white heals, really. So maybe big pots might be a good shout. I should have put that in there. But again, heal of choice, man. Hopefully this video did help. I'm going to end it very sharply right now. I'm going to put up a video that will help you with rotations and stuff, because I feel like that will help you a lot. And I'm going to put a playlist to my POI breakdowns where I fully go over and break down POIs. Like, I mean, to where you should land, the exact building within a POI, and the structure of it and how you should loot it, the loot routes, everything that's useful, man. It will help you out. I'm out of here, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have a Discord link down below, and we're trying to get it big enough to do scrims. And on top of that, we stream every weekday from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. So if you're GMT time and you're live, I'm probably live right now if you're watching this, man. So I'm out here, man. Thank you very much for watching.